keba wa mawoka media men no men nene maba graphic me hu ko hu mawoka tai all the media people will get their pledge enone akane no how let it clean myself. I know you have all my message can say be on me ayi mi wa ne apwe ani nigaka I think I'm a sir eyaka so ngabenye makwa wade ebi no mba.
And everyone present here today. Thank you all for joining us today, though our notice to you was short. For the records, this is a joint press conference by the Tepebiawe Clan, Adanson Laguna Association, ASLA, and Dangbe East Salt Producers Association, DESPA. And the venue is mid-year, the sacred grounds of the Yomo, the salt goddess deity, on the 6th September 2024. By the authority vested in me, by the principal leaders of the Tepebiawe clan, the divisional chief Nene Kole the 5th, Nene Kole the 4th, once again, Nene Kole the 4th, the chief warlord Asabachengwa Glogo Dadebum Anim the 5th, the queen mother Nana Koleki Kole the 1st, the stool father of the clan Numbo Tete Abledu Ayonu, the Libi one stroke salt priest of the Adan traditional area Numbo Amate Apedo Ayonu, together with all the high priests and priestesses of Adan, the leadership of Adan Somo Laguna Association ASLA, the leadership of Dango East Salt Producers Association DESPA, Nene Amate Trapper, the acting chief of media, whose grounds we convey today, and all the chiefs surrounding the Songo Lagoon, the aged, the youth, and the young. It is my unalloyed pleasure to welcome you to this press conference. Today, we have some important issues to address regarding the Songo Lagoon, our livelihood, our inheritance, and our future. We appreciate your time and attention, and we are eager to provide valuable information and insights. Following our remarks, you will be able to ask questions. We encourage open dialogue and are here to address any concern you may be having concerning our presser. Without further delay, let's get started. To commence, we would like to use this medium to express our unalloyed and profound gratitude to the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, presided by His Right Honorable Speaker Aban Sumani Kingsford Bagbin, for how the House addressed our Songo issue with justice and integrity. We are grateful and feel a sense of belonging to our motherland, Ghana. Our gratitude will be incomplete if we fail to acknowledge all the honorable members of Parliament for their contributions on the issue on the floor of Parliament, as well as those who physically engage us at the committee sittings. We say thank you to all honorable members of Parliament. Recent unfolding events took issues, which include the following, necessitated this urgent pressure. A. Listing of Electrochem on the Ghana Stock Exchange. B. Electrochem rolling out a scheme purportedly called the outgrower system, better still sharing of land or ceding part of their disputed and illegally acquired concession to their supporters. C. Parliament decision to adopt the subcommittee's report, which we were made to understand was single-handedly prepared by an individual and submitted by the committee's chairman. D. Electrochem fallacies in the report submitted to Parliament. And the last one, Adan Traditional Council loud silence on the happenings in Adan showed the sins of the Traditional Council. We wish to express the above issues in details, to spell out our position on the issues very clearly without any ambiguities whatsoever. Listing of Electrochem on the Ghana Stock Exchange. The Tepebiawe clan had already written to the managing director of Ghana Stock Exchange through their counsel or lawyer dated on the 26th of August 2024, caption, we have the copies of the said letters for publication by the media. Collectively, we stand by the timely intervention by the clan and commend the principal leaders for this vital move. Our position is due to the following. After critically assessing the implications of the company being listed on the stock exchange, we contended that the 3 leases granted to Electrochem are legally questionable because the project does not advance the objectives of PNDC Law 287, which envisages the development of a salt industry in Ada with the participation of both small and large-scale salt producers. Third World Network Africa clearly stated in their submission to the subcommittee that the president abused his powers in granting the leases to Electrochem. Their submission went on to list a whole host of irregularities in granting of the leases. Unfortunately, the subcommittee ignores Third World Network's Africa's submission entirely in the preparation of their report to Parliament. We will continue to fiercely challenge the legitimacy of these illegal leases and agreements in the law courts and call for the faithful implementation of the law and its tenets. Electrochem's flawed mode of community engagement has been an aggravating factor in the company's conflict with the Adan Songolagun communities. Currently, there is unrest in Adan, a situation that has seen several Adan citizens brutalized and illegally arrested by the state securities acting on behalf of the company. There have been dead linked to the embarrassment of our people. Currently, we have petitioned the Parliament of Ghana to take a second look at the issue. Moreover, different pending court cases are challenging the legitimacy of Electrochem's operation in the Adan Songo. Since the inception of Electrochem's operation, principal leaders of the clan and other well-meaning Ghanaians took legal actions against it, and there are still more to come. The Songo Lagoon had been the only communal space and sole source of sustenance for the inhabitants of the enclave since time immemorial, and we are opposed to and will continue to challenge the lease granted to Electrochem unless a framework that recognizes the role of large, medium, and small-scale producers, salt producers in Adan is implemented. Electrochem rolling out a scheme purportedly called the Outgrowers Scheme, better still sharing land or ceding part of their disputed concession to their long-time supporters. As it stands now, Electrochem has no power. Let me repeat it again. As it stands now, Electrochem has no power to cede an inch of the disputed concession granted to it until Parliament draws the curtains on the matter. The program launched recently was merely to throw dust into the eyes of the good people of Ghana. It is therefore not surprising for some honorable members of Parliament to be seen and heard doubting that Electrochem was ceding part of its concession to the people of Adan. This activity was well calculated, packaged, and served to deceive the general public. We want to set the record straight. The legitimacy of the groups purportedly to have benefited from the scheme is questionable. For instance, the elders of the Tepebiawe clan are unaware of the existence of any group within the clan by name Tepebiawe Youth Association. Let me repeat this again. The elders of the Tepebiawe clan are unaware of the existence of any group within the clan by name Tepebiawe Youth Association. The existence of such group is highly questionable. As a clan, we strongly hold the view that nobody with the clan's blood running in his or her veins will stoop so low to the extent of pleading to be given an inch of something that is his or her birthright. Electrochem just simply paraded their few fake royal supporters for just a fanfare land sharing. Most of the signposts erected on the day of their launch on portions of the land were immediately removed the same day and conveyed back to their factory site by their own Menye Sada Odeopio, the company's engineer. Soon after, the numerous journalists invited to witness the function had left. This once again reveals the fraudulent and deceitful nature of the whole scheme. Electrochem cannot, by the purported generosity of their heart, give us portion of something that we own by our birthright. Parliament decision to adopt a report. Parliament decision to adopt a committee's report that we were made to understand was single-handedly prepared and submitted by the committee's chairman. Though not satisfied with the joint committees on energy and mines, a lands and forestry report initially, and yesterday's revelation, or 3 days revelation, by the ranking member, Honorable Al-Hassan Sahibu Sihuni, which seemed to suggest that the report is person prepared and not the committee's report, raises serious questions and substantiates our earlier stand on the report. But still, we believe and have faith in the Speaker's wisdom to find an amicable solution that will be beneficial to all parties. The Speaker need not look far. The amicable solution has long been found in the PNDC Law 287 and the Master Plan for Salt Development. As people, all we want and yearn for is the faithful implementation of the Master Plan for salt development in Adan-Songo Lagoon, as backed by PNDC Law 287. This has been our firm demand from day one, and we stand by it now, and we shall always demand that in future. It is the only remedy that can solve this dispute on the Adan-Songo Lagoon between Electrochem Limited and us. Electrochem's fallacies in the report submitted to Parliament. Electrochem Ghana Limited, with every chance for public discourse, cunningly tries to portray itself as if they have elevated Adan to the status from hell to heaven. As if Adan was not on the map of Ghana, and it was their dubious and illegal acquisition of the Songo Salt Project that inscribed Adan on the map of Ghana. It is not their fault, because even one of our very own Queen Mother, a very gullible one though, without shame, publicly stated and was on national television, and I quote, Adan used to be a ghost town after Asafotu until the coming of Electrochem. Electrochem, unemployment / welfare. This is a company that finds it difficult to address the welfare of its employees. As we speak, 16 of its union members were sacked and are preparing to petition various organizations on the treatment meted out to them by the company. Some of the members, I believe, are here with us today. On the same welfare issue, we may all have heard of one Mr. Alhassan Idrisu, a man who was once declared dead but resurfaced miraculously. The mention of the name Alhassan sent chills in the spines of many. Once a fearful task force member of the Adar West District Assembly, who later joined Electrochem upon a failed mission at Salom Madagbe, saw him move carpet to Electrochem. At Electrochem, according to a petition, he penned down to Yana Abukari, the first, the overlord of Yendi, caption, the unpleasant manner Dr. Daniel Macaulay of Electrochem is treating me and my team. Mr. Alhassan narrated how, together with his team, did risky jobs for Electrochem Limited, even to the point of him nearly losing his life during the Kablevu attack on that terrifying Thursday, 8 September 2022. He was shot in the head by a stray bullet from Electrochem's own Langas, his own team, and had to be operated on at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. The hospital bills were fully paid by McDan, but he was left to fend for himself upon being discharged. Currently, he petitioned the palace of Yana Abukari to intervene in the payment of his compensation and that of his team members. Electrochem is simply not a company worth dying for, and we want the youth to use Alhassan's predicaments as a case in point. We have with us hard copies of his petition to share with the media. We believe if it goes out in the public domain, not only will he get the needed attention or quick release of his compensation, but will also help save the lives of our young ones who will be tempted to tread the path he earlier took. Finally, the lack of proper welfare and poor working conditions had caused some of the company's security officers to be trading in brine water from the Songo Lagoon, which the company earlier cited to misinform Parliament that they were using to assist local salt farmers for salt production. Just a few weeks ago, two people from Kosem, Okowesi, who couldn't meet the demands of one Amate from Salom, a security officer of the company, resulted in their arrest, and the case is still pending at the Sege police station for further investigation. Adan Traditional Council's loud silence on the happenings in Adan, or better still, the sins of the Adan Traditional Council. The Adan Traditional Council, once a respected and cherished council, had currently lost its shine and good name with the coming of the investor. Their quest for money made them lose touch with the people. The council was undoubtedly the direct cause of all the problems in Adan. First and foremost, most of them signed a memorandum of understanding without consulting their respective clan members. Secondly, instead of the investor conducting community engagements to brief people on the scope of its operation, the same chief decided to champion it Whether they are doing it as a contract or not, they only know. When that backfired, some of them brought in the idea of intimidating the people with land guards. The investor accepted. Our checks revealed without an iota of doubt that the very first attack at Madagbe Salom on the 5th of February 2021 was planned and executed right from the heart of the traditional Adan Traditional Council. And they are aware of it and shielding the culprit. We have evidence to these facts and are ready to produce it anytime we are being challenged. As if that is not enough, when most chiefs fight for the interest of their people and stop the government and other state agencies from looting their lands, ours rather clothe themselves in expensive kente cloths, march to the seats of government, boldly and passionately request state securities against their own children. To back our claims, we would like to quote a few online news captions on the above statement. 1. Ghana News Agency, June 5th, 2023, caption, Adan Traditional Council seeks state security for Songosod project. 2. The Chronicle, June 6th, 2023, Adan chiefs want Akufo-Addo to clamp down on illegal miners. 3. Daily Guide Network, June 7th, 2023, Protect Songos Sword Project, Adan Chiefs. 4. Ghana Web, June 9th, 2023, Songo Lagoon, Adan Chiefs want tight security to fight illegal mining. After this unneeded call by the Adan Traditional Council, the president granted them their wish. The military officers and the police officers came down. Our homes became their patrolling grounds. No more Kolete Agomedas. Life was snatched harshly from him on a very hot, sunny afternoon on the 6th of November 2023 at Toflopo, whilst on his way to Goyi, right at the edge of the Songo Lagoon. The heavens even wet on the day by sending showers of rain to wipe off the blast of Kolete. The Adan Traditional Council members were mute on the death. Not even a word of commiserating with the bereaved family came out of their mouth. To date, the killers were still hard to find, like the needle in the ocean. We may not know who killed Margaret Kuwonu, but for Numo Kolete Agomeda, we should know. The clues are clear for all to see. So the big question that is left unanswered is, who killed Nomo Kolete Agomeda? As if this is not enough, we have a whole vice president and the second in command of the Adan state, the Maklalu, Nene Agude Obitre, answering a question posed at parliamentary committee sitting that nothing is happening in Adan and that everything is okay in Adan. It has been the initial plan of the paramountcy and Adan Traditional Council to suspend any chief in the communities around the Songo Lagoon who has a different view on electrocam's operation. The very plan was communicated to the people of Bonikope when a member of the council paid a courtesy call to the community. And this is on records, both on paper and audio. And as if a prophecy, it came to reality. The Adam Paramounts too, in a letter signed by Nene Abraham Kabu Akwaku III, seeks to force one Asafache Wayo Abiasi Akonu III as an acting headman, so caretaker chief, just to release Electrochem. This is because the people's chief, Nene Kwesi Dame Boni II, has issues with the company's operations. One from the Paramounts too, that acknowledges the existence of Nene Kwesi Dame Boni II and invites him to a solidarity walk with Electrochem, dated 29 January 2021, and the later one written on the 3rd September 2021, on the same year, just a few months interval, denying the existence of the chief and seeking to authorize Anasafache as the caretaker chief of Bonikope. We have the letters here to share. It's a shame to the paramount. The fourth, the divisional chief of the same Tekpepiawe clan. That of Nenekole the fourth, as I speak, is at the law court. One can't simply fall out with their newly found love, Electrochem. When you do so, the paramountcy and the traditional council will disown you. It is so refreshing that the Speaker of Parliament, in his wisdom, directed the Committee on Religious Affairs and Chieftaincy on the Songo issue. I really believe all these standing issues will be addressed someday. We also find it so outrageous the role played by the Traditional Council in preventing the use of the late Margaret Kuwanu's memorial ground for the former president and flag bearer of the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and more importantly, issuing a command that ASLA, the Adan Songo Lagoon Association, should not be allowed to have an audience with the former president. To us in ASLA, it is so refreshing to know that the Adan Traditional Council fears us. Wow. Correct. This is because their actions portray so. On this, ASLA members want to state categorically that we do not need the presence of any political figure to air out our views on the Songo issue. And they cannot prevent us from doing so. Yes. Finally, and more importantly, the Adan Traditional Council should stop crying more than the bereaved. The council has no land in Adan. And let me use the very words of our own Libiwano. The Adan Traditional Council cannot boast of 1 teaspoon of land in Adam.
That's right.
We don't have 2 lands in Adam. What we have is clan and family lands. The Songwa Lagoon land is solely for the Tepepiawe clan, and as such, they should stop playing speakers, should mouthpiece of the Songwa lands. Let me repeat here again. The Songwa land is solely for the Tepepiawe clan, and as such, the members of the Adan Traditional Council should stop playing the PRO roles of the Songo. We heard just 3 days ago that Electrochem has decided not to adhere to the parliamentary committee's report on suggestion that they should not desecrate the sacred grounds. But on the contrary, we have seen their machines right here at the heart of the Yomo date. And we want to send this strong warning that just as the Ashantis fought to protect and preserve the golden stool of Ashanti, we the people of Adan have the lives of Ya Asentua in our women, and we are ready and prepared to fight to preserve the very beings of Adan, and that is Yomo. If they care to know, I want to sound this strong warning to the members of the Adan Traditional Council. Our being here in Adan is solely because of Yomo. To inherit the land, Yomo exists in this particular land. Yomo exists on this land before the making of the Adan state. And we, the members of the Tepepiawe clan, Asla and Despa, are ready to fight until the last drop of blood, to protect and safeguard Yomo's deity. Our humble and respectful request, the best problem is the master plan, the recommendation of which has been well thought of, well documented, properly disseminated, and wholeheartedly accepted by all the chiefs, elders, youth, and the people living around the Songo Lagoon Basin, and was also backed by the PNDC Law 287. We therefore humbly and respectfully request that all the 3 leases, mining leases, granted to Electrochem Ghana Limited be terminated, and the Minerals Commission to adopt the recommendation of the master plan for salt development in Ghana, for peace and prosperity for all in the Songo Lagoon Basin. We were not deterred yesterday. We are not deterred today, and we will not be deterred tomorrow. We will fight through and through with all the legal means available to us. Any means that seeks to monopolize our source of sustenance to a political financier, and with the help of God, together with our ancestors and our deities, we shall win and preserve our livelihood and our human rights as Ghanaian citizens. We will never give up. Thank you all for coming. Thank you. Signed by the following personalities. 1. Honorable Lebedin Clan, Asafa Chengwa Glogo Dadepo Manim. The 5th Chief Warlord, the Tepepiawe Clan. Nana Koleki Kole the first, divisional queen mother Tepebiawe clan. Nomo Tete Abledu Ayonu, two father Tepebiawe clan. Nomo Lamate Apedo Ayonu, Lipiwano stroke, short praise of a down traditional area. Nene Mailo that the poor man named the second, Asles Chairman, so chief of the Flopo. Nomo Kole, Nomo David Kole, Ajauto, Despa executive member. Thank you very much.